The Norn's Prophecy. When Vidar joined his peers in Valhalla, they welcomed him gaily, for they knew that his great strength would serve them well in their time of need. After they had lovingly regaled him with the golden mead, Allfather bade him follow to the Uridar fountain, where the Norns were ever busy weaving their web. Questioned by Odin concerning his future and Vidar's destiny, the three sisters answered ocularly, each uttering a sentence. Early begun, further spun, one day done. To these their mother, Weird, the primitive goddesses of fate, added, with joy once more won. These mysterious answers would have remained totally unintelligible had the goddess not gone on to explain that time progresses, that all must change, but that even if the father fell in that last battle, his son Vidar would be his avenger, and would live to rule over a regenerated world, after having conquered all their enemies. There sits Odin's son on horse's back, he will avenge his father. Norse Mythology by R.B. Anderson. As Weird spoke, the leaves of the world tree fluttered as if agitated by a breeze. The eagle on its topmost bough flapped its wings, and the serpent Nidhugg for a moment suspended its work of destruction at the roots of the tree. Grid, joining the father and son, rejoiced with Odin when she heard that their son was destined to survive the older gods, and to rule over the new heaven and earth. There dwell Vidar and Vale, in the gods' holy seats, when the fire of Surt is slacked. Norse Mythology by R.B. Anderson. Vidar, however, uttered not a word, but slowly wended his way back to his palace of Land Vidi, in the heart of the primeval forest, and there, sitting upon his throne, he pondered long about eternity, futurity, and infinity. If he fathomed their secrets, he never revealed them, for the ancients averred that he was as silent as the grave, a silence which indicated that no man knows what awaits him in the life to come. Vidar was not only a personification of the imperishability of nature, but he was also a symbol of resurrection and renewal, exhibiting the eternal truth that new shoots and blossoms will spring forth to replace those which have fallen into decay. The shoe he wore was to be his defense against the wolf Fenris, who, having destroyed Odin, would direct his wrath against him, and open wide his terrible jaws to devour him. But the old Northmen declared that Vidar would brace the foot thus protected against the monster's lower jaw, and seizing the upper, would struggle with him until he had rent him in twain. As one shoe is only mentioned in the Vidar myths, some mythologists suppose that he has but one leg, and was the personification of a waterspout, which would rise suddenly on the last day to quench the wildfire personified by the terrible wolf Fenris. So that was the Norn's Prophecy, the final section in Chapter 15 of Myths of the Norsemen by Helene A Guerber, Vidar. I will be working my way through this book section by section, and if there are any other public domain books that you would like for me to read, please leave a comment below. Did you enjoy this video? Then subscribe for more, and be sure to check me out on Facebook and Patreon. Thank you for listening, and have a lovely evening.